Hello, everybody. Sarcoth Haven here. And tonight we are going to be working on the final line of quests. So far we have done Institute ending, we have done the Railroad, and then last night we finished up the Minutemen. So tonight we are starting on the Brotherhood. Now I've already done a few quests in the Brotherhood, but I decided I was just going to go back and redo it from the beginning because I've made some adjustments and I didn't want to back to a really further save. So this is a little bit more updated, and but I already know how everything's going to go, so I'm going to go through things a little bit quicker on this run through since it's my fourth time through. I'll be skipping over some dialogue, so you'll be hearing the parts. So here we go with the molecular level, and we have all these options, and obviously we're going to go with the Brotherhood option this time.
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super
It'd be a super
mutant. Ad Victorium Knight.
Ad Victoria.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology. The moment this information came, the Institute, and everyone responsible to accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's head. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth. The only logical explanation is that they've gone underground. That's where we need your help.
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
I believe you'd be better served showing these plans to Proctor Ingram. That being said, I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the Brotherhood. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Ad Victorium.
If you're looking for another safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge. If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow... follow him to the gates of hell.
It's easy enough. Just hopping down to the airport. Still have a couple people here too. Sent most of them away because I found out too late that you can't get food at this place, so there's really no point in populating it. Oh, did I pass her? Don't tell me she's in.
With all these planes that have blown across the
There she is. Good.
it's amazing the tower survived.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
That's cool.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? Alright, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter called the Molecular Relay? Take a look.
Molecular... what? No. Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
Well, you definitely know your stuff.
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
I think it came out to be needing like a total of 27 or 28 power. So that's easy enough. I think I already have the power already built too, so what I'm gonna do to be pretty basic. We're gonna build this down here. And we need to get power to the spots. Powers. And now that we built that, I think she wants us to go back to her. Running back and forth. Game loves to make you go back and forth. Run over here. No, run back.
Proctor Ingram.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Duh, that's why I'm here.
I glued a bunch of parts together and hoped for the best. Good enough?
Hey, you're the one that's going to be standing on the thing. If it blows up, it's going to hurt you a lot more than it'll hurt me. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work right away.
I wish I had your confidence. Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments and calculations. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
The last time I did this, the main guy who's in charge of everything here was stuck. So I'm gonna wonder if he's gonna be stuck this time. Let's make it look all nice, so, you know. Yay. This thing is actually looking decent. Yeah, baby. Why isn't she over here? Get your ass over here, woman.
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll...
Oh, it's him. Oh, cool.
Remarkable work, Knight.
You.
The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Of course I am.
Lab rat standing by.
All of us are aware of the risks you're taking, and we salute you. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Unless I end up inside solid rock.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Now, I
Oh,
want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical.
Right.
That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Ad Victorium.
Charging into a situation with guns blazing is a good way to keep
Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go.
Did you check that gizmo? About that dial over there. Did you do that? Damn it.
Shouldn't we test it first?
Not with a single frequency code. The second you arrive and the Institute figures out which signal we hijacked, they'll change the code, and we're locked out. This is a one-shot deal. So what do you say? You ready to give it a try?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Alright, but is that light right there supposed to be
In or
blinking?
out? Make up your mind.
Give me a second, hold on. How about these lights right here? Is that the right... Oh, forget it.
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up.
Wait,
Everything looks green.
what's with the
Let me start
music?
Scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers.
What's going on?
I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting.
I'm not gonna be dancing in this thing, am I?
Lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found.
Can you hush? She was talking. This could be important.
RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter.
Wait,
60%,
I want to get out.
80%. Emitter spiking.
Hold on.
Steady.
No,
All that's
no
left is
spiking.
throw the transmit switch.
No, thank you.
Transmitting in 3, 2.
No, 3 again. 3. No.
Set, soldier.
Shut up! So, for the 4th time, I've made it inside the Institute. See if I can find the damn... No. Network scanner, that's it. Alright, so... Oh, what was that say? It was just probably like eject tape or something like that. Alright. So like I said, we're in...
Hello.
Oh, hello, Dad. I mean, son, whatever.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Of course I am.
I am known as Father.
Hello,
The Institute is
son.
under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh, goddamn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all... He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open... Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to...
Sure.
It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Brainwashed.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best...
Human synths? Really?
Human-like. synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was... Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me. After discovering records from... I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthrough. I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the...
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself, and it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute... We really do have humanity's best. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The
My fingers were
Institute
crossed.
is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. And finally, Dr. Lee in advance.
Fantastic. Bam! Right.
Almost done.
Be
Tighten up this primary
quiet.
drive servo.
Doctor.
That's the third primary drive breakdown. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie. Allie.
Right.
When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my wife.
Kellogg always was a cold bastard.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division.
Sure.
As you might guess, we maintain and upgrade all... There's a lot of machinery. The work we do might not... So, now...
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. Take your time. Get yourself...
Uh-huh.
If there's anything else you'd like to know...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our...
Hi,
I
Doc.
wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must be
Clayton
close
Holder,
to 10 years old by now.
head of the bioscience
It's
division.
remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
can
for you to see
survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I'm sure it's fascinating, but that's not why I'm here.
Of course, I completely understand. Before you go, at least let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. I promise I'll... As the name implies, the bioscience... Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably...
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
take care then.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
I should just gone up and shot that guy in the head. I'm
She's been
so
at it
sick
for
and tired of hearing that.
hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Doc.
Hmm? Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized.
Shut up.
Well,
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
What? I am authorized. Are you authorized?
I wasn't aware that I needed authorization.
Father may have given you the keys to the castle, but this is still my laboratory. If you plan to stay down here with us, you need to learn how things work.
Is this how you treat everyone? Or are you just putting on the charm for me?
I wasn't aware that I had to answer to you at all. You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you.
Hey Tony, how you doing?
No, I just want to talk.
Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think, being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest... Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father... But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of...
Alright, so Tony, I'm doing pretty good. Just so you know, I've already finished up the Railroad, Minutemen, and Institutes. Now I'm working on the Brotherhood option. My last one. And then I'm gonna get back to doing all the side quests after I finish up this.
No visible reaction to the K-14. You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel.
Nothing to report, sir.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Robotics to knock some heads together.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Be careful wearing that. You might be mistaken for a Brotherhood of Steel soldier.
Oh, Brotherhood of Steel Soldier, you dumbass.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
Sorry, let me just butt in here.
Neo, acting director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on
I
despite
really
your
don't.
I'm sure you understand.
I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on you.
Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest.
Sure.
The first outsider to be allowed access. It's nothing personal. I assure you.
Oh yeah, I
Now,
won't take it
our
personal.
primary
How about when I
responsibility
shoot you in the face? Are you gonna take it
escape
personal?
So basically, you're the
secret. Our main instrument is Corsairs hunt. They are highly
Huh?
sensitive. But I gather
Yeah.
you know all. In fact,
All right.
I'm no stranger to combat.
even so, I suppose I'll have. Now, unless you need something.
I'd like to know more about the synth.
No, I didn't. I didn't mean to do that.
In those cases, all too often.
Thank you. All right, done. What's in there? Ooh, ammo. Ammo.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Eh. Oh, I don't think I've actually ever looked in this back room here. Ooh, hello. Oh yeah. Yeah, I never looked back here either.
Dr. Secord, I've just been informed that a courser in grid J12 has stumbled across a rogue synth completely by accident.
What model?
A Gen 3, designation S114. The report indicates...
Oh boy.
Operating at full capacity.
Yeah. Alright, so...
All systems nominal.
Back to talking to the father. My son.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
Oh, let's see. I'll just go along with it.
Possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resource. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be the superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
So it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented.
Have faith. Let me show you. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang. His memories have been erased, and under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many. I've dispatched a courser to Libertel.
Sure. We'll just fight our way.
I didn't say it would be easy. Now you should get moving. Men.
Alright, so obviously I gotta go meet up with the courser, but let's return to the Pridwin and turn in these other couple quests that I have. If I can freaking locate where I have to go. There it is. Ta-da! actually. Oh, cool. Okay, so it's both. It's the airport and the Pridwin. Well, did you have fun with your family visiting? At least, Tony? He's moved.
The human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
Synths? What other
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the interceptor would do to you.
You mean being zapped into energy and then put back together again? Piece of cake.
You can make jokes all you want, but I wouldn't put so much faith in technology I didn't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Dying?
For all we know, that thing could be a recipe for Deathclaw surprise.
Well, it's the best we could do with such short notice.
Deathclaw surprise.
Conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxon gave you all of the details. Good luck, Knight.
Aw, Dance loved that. He loves me already. Well, hopefully they don't overstay their welcome, Tony. That's the problem with family sometimes. Sometimes they overstay their welcome. You know, Tony, I don't remember how New Vegas ended. It's been a very long time since I've beat it. I started playing it again.
Hot shots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals.
He's trying to say I'm a big shot and big mouth. Anyway, Tony, yeah, I started playing it about a month ago again, but I didn't get back to the ending because other things came up that I had to play for. Oh, I started getting into Ark, that's why. That's right.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Alright, cool.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
Hail, Knight.
Liberty Reprime. Alright, this will be my first time getting this quest. I pretty much had done everything up to this point, so this is brand new stuff I'm going into right now.
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project.
Oh my goodness,
How
you
much has
flirting with
Maxon
me?
told you about it?
Well, he seems to feel it's pretty important.
Important is an understatement. We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. I hope it's worth it. Come on. It's this way.
Unless
Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
That makes no sense to me.
Fully operational. We're going to need your help.
Oh yeah, well, getting my help is like tying my shoelaces on my head. What?
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
I assume you can fix that?
I wish it was that simple. If this happened to one of the robots on the Pridwin, I'd just swap out its fusion pile. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Oh, so here we go again. Back and forth, back and forth. So, Tony, with the Enclave, I don't know if you knew this, but some of the lore here is that the guy who's in charge of the Brotherhood right now, the guy who I spoke to just a little while ago, what's his name? Elder Maxon. He supposedly brought the Enclave back into the fold, so they actually rejoined the Brotherhood. There's some lore about it somewhere. I don't remember where I read it now, but I did read it somewhere. Or maybe I heard one of the NPCs talking about it. I don't remember which.
You know those synths with the plastic face?
Yeah, I know the sense with the plastic face. Gotta go find the doctor. Tell her to get down there and get her ass to work. Stop being up here.
Attention.
Oh, is that it?
Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
I just did 4 jumping jacks. I'm fit as a fiddle.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
Oh yeah? Alright.
One of us is a liar, and it isn't me.
Oh, don't try and pin that nonsense on me. I said I'd come back to the Brotherhood, and I have. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Alright. Well, that was freaking easy. I was expecting like a little bit more cajoling, you know? Thanks for making me run all the way out there to say like one line to her to get her to work. Oh, shut up!
Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
While I'm up here.
Never expected Dr. Lee would return to the Brotherhood. But you're not here to discuss history, are you?
No, I'm
Other
not.
documents you wanted to turn in?
Yeah.
Or were you...
Oh, shut up.
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid.
Give me money. Alright, about time. Fantastic. Okay. Alright. See you later. Nice talking to you. Next person that talks to me, I'm shooting him in the face.
Long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here.
Are you talking to me? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so Proctor, Ingram, and the Courser. Back down to the airport again. Ay.
Damn pharaohs. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Proctor.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
My goodness, what the freak is she talking about?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Oh, what?
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out,
Techno
start a
jargon.
brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his
Gizmos.
What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
So, I don't know about... I mean, if out of those two, I would pick Seattle, because I think Detroit would be a little bit too much like Boston. So, Seattle would kind of be neat. But how about somewhere like, Niagara Falls? That'd be kind of cool. Something like with a really cool monument. Even like, Mount Rushmore or something like that, too. That'd be cool. Ammo. Ammo. Give me all the ammo.
The Institute and their technological abominations need to be stopped at any cost.
Man, you need to lay off the caffeine. Okay, what the hell am I doing? Alright. Look for a high-powered magnet. I think I'm just gonna focus on this right now. So... Oh, gotta be it. Medford Hospital. Oh, how about like, see, this is an alternate reality too. So, basically things change, but how about something like, Disney World, like around there or something like that? Now that'd be cool, but call it something different since it would be an alternate reality. Oh shit. Oh. Synths won't attack me anymore. Isn't that cool? Well, at least for now. Kaboom! Alright, go get him. Kill. Kill. What the hell? Nah, I don't think New York City. New York City would be too much like Washington, D.C. Damn. Damn. Stay away from me. Kneecaps. Kneecaps. What? Where the hell did the laser come from? Yeah, I don't know if they do another country though. Alright, blah. It wasn't anything else. Alright, where are we going? Over this away? Over this away. Oh, we've already been in here many times. Oh yeah. That's a pretty cool area. The only problem with that is that Fallout, it has to be in the United States. So I don't see them doing anything that's outside the US. Because they didn't build any of the Fallout shelters there. Unless they call it like something like Fallout, Red Fallout or something like that,
Someone there? What? Who's there?
Nobody. Knock knock.
What was that? I'm hearing stuff.
Yep, you're hearing stuff. Actually, you know what? I know there's like... Oh! Dog meat! Getting in front of me like that was not a good idea. What to use on this guy? Throw some Molotovs on him.
What do you do? Scoop the noses.
Ah. Oh, yeah. He's a super mutant. He says so. Oh, I didn't even need to fight that guy there. All I gotta do is get what's in here. Bingo! I don't know if I've ever checked to see what's over this side. Uh-oh. You know, I would have left this guy in peace had he just stayed where he was.
Where'd you go? Huh? Gonna find you.
I mean, they already did the... Well, actually, the Las Vegas one was done by somebody else. But they definitely need something from the West Coast.
Something's out there.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That would be cool.
That was nuts.
Nuts. All right. Next location. Of course, back to the airport, because they like making me run back and forth. So I'm probably going to finish up this quest, and then the Brotherhood's going to want me to stay friendly with the Institute, and that means I'm going to have to do some quests for the Institute. So this is probably...
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, beauty, and Sith and shoot them into space.
Wow. Okay. Aren't you a bright light? Is she in here? Hell's over there? What's it say? Some quests. Construct. Okay, actuators. Oh, probably at the workshop. Hey, Dance.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word.
And how exactly do I make them? Alright, what am I missing here? Oh, at max capacity, okay. Well, since I know I won't be getting a use out of these, I'm just gonna get rid of these things. There we go. Yay! Personally, Tony, I didn't care for 1 and 2 at all. It wasn't my type of game. They were more like turn-based, and I like first-person shooters a lot better. And this is just the best first-person shooter type game I've ever played because it has like a role-play storyline to it and stuff, which I really dig.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
I'll run down to the Super Duper Mart and pick some up.
Cute. I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Great. That's just great.
Well, hang on a second. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
What do you mean you're only fairly certain? Are they in there or not?
The glowing sea is so heavily irradiated, it's giving us echoed readings and false positives. We're just gonna have to trust the records on this one. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Tony, just so you know, I'll always respond to you. I'm just trying not to do any much talking to the watchers while the quest dialogue is happening. But that is very good information. I'm gonna have to try that out. That sounds like a good idea. So it's like dropping weapons increase your amount that you can do, and then you basically put it away, and it opens up a slot for you. So that's good to know. Thanks. Speak to Scribe Halen. I believe she's at the police station. Go drop by and say hi to her. Man, if I can do this whole Brotherhood thing without... The hell? Oh, that's the Courser. I'm just going to uncheck that quest and working on this. This has been pretty in-depth. What? Why is she down there? Oh, she's by the glowing sea. Okay. Huh. Alright. Man, the only problem with the glowing sea is so many. What? Oh. Don't do it.
last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
I'm surprised you've survived over there without my help.
Now that the Pridwin's here, we don't really need you anymore. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
Don't underestimate the Institute, especially with teleporter technology at their disposal.
Don't worry. We won't let any of them run us out of there. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
If I survive, you mean?
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
My Geiger counter's in the shop. Wait, what? So, Tony, yeah, that patch today ended up screwing up the mods, and I had to do, like, a weird thing to get it fixed. So, when patching today, you have to start up Fallout, not click on play, then on the mod program, you need to uncheck all the mods, recheck them, or at least do the ones that aren't working type thing. Uncheck them and recheck them, and then start playing the game. Because my guess is it's one of the config files that are being updated when you first start the game now, and like it wasn't doing that before. So, oh well, not a big deal. It's an annoyance, but hopefully someone will fix it soon.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness. I'd stay away from ferals.
Let's see. Let's go on here. Oh, turret control.
Make sure you take plenty of radiation protection with you.
Maybe by going this route, I'll be able to skip some of the... Oh, crap. Oh, look at that. I mean, my heart just skipped a beat. What the freak? Alright, turn down the volume a little bit until this fight's over. I'm almost out of ammo on that. We'll switch over to this. Oh, look, she's sad. Not really. I don't see the point. It's funny that they have a mod to do that, though. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't sprint mainly because I'm worried about using up my action points. I'll sprint like occasionally, but only up to 80 because I like to really keep those action points up just in case. The Sentinel. Cool. Yeah, I muted it for a couple minutes because I don't remember why I muted it. Alright, security door. Nice. Now that's a security door. Oh, I know why, because I kept clicking my my controller because I was looking for stuff and I didn't want to annoy the mic by clicking on it continuously. And then of course I forgot that it was off. Hello, Lucy. Well, this will be really nice if this controls like turrets, robots, something like that. Let's close this door just for fun. Thank you very much. Anything in the mirror? A bathroom with nothing in it. Fantastic. Alright, let's do a quick save. Please give me turrets. Of course not. Oh, here we go. Fantastic. There it is. Dog meat, get out of here. Alright, let's see what's on this terminal now. Play tape. Huh. I don't know if I need to close the doors yet. And ghouls. That's a good question. It looks like I have to do something down that way. I'm just blowing off all the legs off the ferals. Because it's fun. I'm inhumane. What's in here? What ferals? Hello? I know you're hiding in here. And blast doors. If I really need these open or... Gold-plated lighter. Oh, here we go. It's gonna be grenades. I probably didn't even have to move it that time. Like the dummy I did, I actually moved it.
Nice.
The one time I did it. I'm waiting for ghouls to jump out, like, from every direction, trying to get me. Wait, what? Okay, so... that what did it? Alright, let's see what it says. Locate the Mark 28 stockpile.
Going up.
I guess we're going up. Huh. Well, it looks like I'm gonna be jumping down. Oh, that ain't it. Where is it? I don't even see. I don't even see, like, I mean, I see the cursor, but I don't see where it's going. Alright, let's give it a couple seconds. Maybe it'll actually give more information. Alright, so I need to signal her when the weapons have been located. So, I guess it's like anywhere in here and I just have to search. It's one of those. Ooh, the Child of Adams were here, huh? This looks like a good weapon. Oh. Bejeebus. Holy crap, this thing's huge. What? Oh, look, this has got to be it, right? I mean, this looks... That's what I'm talking about. Freaks me out. Whew. Oh, just get up. Suck it up. Subway token. Foggy, why aren't you checking ahead? Make Sure, there's nothing up there. A nuka grenade? Cool.
Sweet.
That sucks. Like some of the worst loot I've ever seen. Oh, of course. I'm right out of the wall, why don't you? What? I thought throwing a grenade near the thing would make the bomb explode, but I guess not. Of course, any more ghouls climbing out of the walls? Which way to go? Well, you know we're gonna have to fight a glowing one, right? Yeah, I'm gonna save it right. It's probably gonna be like a freaking elevator full of ghouls. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a glowing one. Oh. Yeah. I knew it. Oh, what's it gonna do now? Yes, I plucked the wing off of insects when I was a kid. Yes, I did. Oh, should I take this? I think so. I think I gotta do something down here. Yeah. Oh, you're so lucky.
Excuse me.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
Just tell me where you keep the nukes.
Your words betray your intentions. You do not see them for the holy relics they are, the gifts from Atom that must be protected. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide. None shall enter.
Trust me, I'm on your side here. I want to help you out.
Atom has no need of help from non-believers. When he returns to us, these relics will carry his word and his glory to all corners of the earth. That is why they must be safeguarded.
All right.
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Perhaps then I have misjudged you. If you would see these relics used, then Atom's will is done. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
Wow. Henry, you... Oh my goodness. I possibly could have had to fight that? Hell.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. This is the big one. They want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
I don't know if I really need to do that. Huh, it's a hole in the wall. Literally. Okay, so yeah. Oh my goodness, look at all the nukes! Oh ho ho! Hello! Alright. Take a quick look around, though. My goodness! Ay ay ay. I can't wait to see what this ending looks like. Oh, I get at least a mini nuke. Yes! They gave me one. Any more? I think that would be really cool if they'd give me more. Oh well. And there's lots of... Alright. Going up. Alrighty. Ah. No way I could have done it without jetpack then. I was wondering like, man, I wish if it was this easy I could have just gotten out here, but I would have needed the jetpack to get that far. Alright. Back up to the airport. report for my accomplishments. Man, I hate fighting scorpions. Things freak me out. The way they now can go underground. Oh, where is she?
Now that Dr. Lee's arrived, I'm certain she'll be vital to the Brotherhood's success.
I'm hoping this is it.
Proctor Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Hey, look!
Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
There's only one way to find out.
Absolutely.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Alright, so I'm going to make a save here. Because if I do decide to go back to doing the Brotherhood route, I'll probably just start right from here, but let's see how things go. I was expecting I had to do...
Back online.
I had really expected I would have to do a lot more quests for the Institute before getting this far, because with the Railroad, they told me to play nice, and I ended up having to do like almost all the Institute quests before I could get further in the Railroad quest line. This is kind of cool that it's automatically giving me this so soon. Well, I say so soon, but it's taken me like a while to get here, but a lot quicker than the Railroad anyway.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command. Accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module. Online. Audio functionality test. Initialized. Designation. Liberty Prime. Mark II. Mission. The liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets. Any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime. Full system analysis. All systems. Nominal. Weapons. Hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders. Compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Pridwin's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
Alright.
Damn. I didn't get anything for you.
Oh, sure you did. It's that big metal behemoth standing over there. Anyway, that's enough of that. Better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Completed. Blind betrayal. Now he's probably gonna send me probably gonna send me back to work for the institute. Damn, they really want me to do that, don't they?
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
With pleasure.
Oh yeah.
I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate your cooperation. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Attention, this is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
I was told you were coming.
Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
What do you know about this situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Danse under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Dance.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't
Something smells fishy. I think even the cat smelled it. Where the hell is she going? All dog needs bought.
Hey. Head over there. Hey, wait there. Halen?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
All right.
Hey, come on.
Synths are replacing humans with exact.
Wait. Go to this. I've been there.
Duplicates. Makes me sick.
Act as soon as we arrive.
Going down.
Hey there.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
AFK for a minute. All right.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
Of course not. Synths are the enemy, remember?
All too well. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
I see you've calculated all the variables, just like a machine.
Your anger simply proves my point. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, brother. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Oh.
Going up.
That was a lot easier than I debated. And this, we gotta end this. Need to get to bed.
Ground floor.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. I had enough of lions in his...
Report, Knight. Have you handled the situation with Paladin Dance?
I did what had to be done.
That's all I've ever asked of you. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victoriam.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Then let's get to it.
Your enthusiasm is appreciated, Paladin. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Do they all have to die?
Absolutely. It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on PAM's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwin. I'm certain we could put PAM's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victoriam.
Try and get Pam back here in one piece, okay?
Vertibird docking systems and recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Huh. Alrighty then.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Alright, so ending it here for the night. That's a bunch of quests for the Brotherhood completed. They still have more for me to do, so maybe I won't have to go do anything for the Institute. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, and I guess I'll be finishing up the Brotherhood tomorrow night. See you then.